Oh, let me see. There we go. That's why I have it in. Hey, Neil, thank you for dropping it, man. Everyone, this is one of those beautiful things, right? With live. That's why I have my in-ear monitor NIEM that let me know just now that I was on mute. So, anyways, today we're doing a basic Stream Deck introduction. Okay, it is showing. Let me see if I can turn this up. Yeah, so it's showing you how to be able to do some of the things that you see me do often. A lot of people I get questions on how are you doing that and so easily, I think is the biggest thing that they ask. And it is because of the Stream Deck. All right. And I'm going to show you how I use it and how you can use it as well. So please keep in mind, this is the absolute basic bare bones introduction that we can do. And I'm going to show you my screen on how I use it and everything else like that. So first, before I even do that, let me tell everyone who I am if this is your first time joining me. My name is Lion Flood, and I help create engaging professional virtual presentations for you, or I teach you how to do it, right? And I am with VCA Academy, and I'm teaching the art of going live. All that said, I teach you how to have fun on screen and engage with your guest. Okay. What is a Stream Deck? A Stream Deck is simply an item that you can assign to do different tasks, right? And I'm gonna show you an actual Stream Deck. I have mine on my desk here, and I'll show you a picture of how it looks on the platform. So, say for an example, I am going to do something like this, right? I'm going to press a button on my Stream Deck and this item comes up, right? What I just did, or what I did before, is I assigned that task, that face, that with the glasses, that little animation, to a single button, and then it came onto my screen. Now, there are several things you can do way beyond that, but again, we're just keeping it very simple for this tutorial. Okay. I'm going to show you how to do that and show you how easy it would be for you to do it as well. So let's jump right into it and take a look. I'm going to share my screen and show you the back end of the Stream Deck. Into it and take a look. I'm going to share my. Okay, there we go. So that's muted. All right. So what you are looking at currently is the interface for the Stream Deck. Right? Now there are different types of Stream Decks, and if you go back and look at our video, I'll link it to it in here. I've done a video on all of the types of Stream Decks, from the mini all the way to the extra large, all the way to the foot pad and everything like that. So currently you're looking at the, I'll just use 15 key. I won't you go into the terminology, but this is the 15 key Stream Deck. And you get that from the top portion here. Let's see if that does it. I'll look at my screen, does it? So we have 5 going across, 3 going down. Okay, 15. Now, again, really brief. At the bottom, you see down here, there's a 1 and then there's a 2, okay, which means you can turn it into a 30 key Stream Deck and actually more. But again, we will keep this brief and simple, okay? So if we, oh, and also, by the way, let me kind of tell you as well, we're getting some work done here. So if you hear some extra noise, I got all my audio noise canceling stuff on, but it's really loud here. My dog barks. I might have to get up and kind of shut some doors or whatever in the office, but just kind of give you a heads up. All right. So if you look at one of the keys here, and it shows the top key that says dance, right? What I've done is I've assigned a task for that button. So once I press it, it will make that object, that sound. You can use this for music. You can use it for animation. You can control your lights with it. There's so many different things you can do, but we're talking specifically right now for content creation, right? Also, again, if you have any questions, if you have anything, oh, matter of fact, let me see if I can show you that one, right? So here we go. If you have any questions or anything, go ahead and put them in the comments, whether you're watching this live or on a replay, right? And that's a great point to lead into. Normally, when I say that, if I say, if you have any questions, I will make an animation come on screen. And I do that, oh, let's see, I do that by pressing the question mark one that's on the top row. Okay, you see the little question mark there. If I press that, then those questions come on screen there. Okay, so that's exactly what I did. And I will show you that in a second once I show you my screen break so you can see it happen live. Hold on one second. It's told you guys, I can't put them up right now. Okay, so, but hey, this is what is a hard part of it. You all know me, I come straight from the heart, authentic. I'm gonna be real with it. All right, so each one of these keys, once again, gives me the opportunity to do that. Now I'm going to show you what it looks like on a blank kind of slate here by switching over to my second one. Oh, actually, no, I have my second one filled out. That would be blank, but actually, you know what? I'll do this. I will add a third. There we go. So now this is what your Stream Deck will look like more than likely once you get it and you start that process of getting it set up. You will have a blank slate like this. You will be able to assign each one of those spaces a task. I'll keep saying it like that to make it easier. So let's say, for an example, if you're a content creator and you want to add in a particular sound at that point, what you would do then is you would come towards the sides over here and you will find basically where it says music and a key. You will assign that to it. Again, I'm not going deep into how to do that. If you want to know that, put some questions down there and I'll be more than happy to do another video on it. Again, this is simply just the basics for Stream Decks. Once again, questions, preguntas, comments, whatever, let me know. I'm here to answer for you and help you out with it. I'm going to show you what my Stream Deck looks like now. And actually, before I do that, let me go back to here so I can have those ready. All right. So here's what my Stream Deck looks like currently. So this same view that you're seeing on the screen, you're about to see it on my desk. All right. That's where my Stream Deck is at. So this same view that you're seeing on the screen, that one. Okay. So here is my Stream Deck. Okay. This, let me see if I can turn that a little bit for you all. All right. Yeah, that looks really cool. Gotta go that way. All right. So this is what my Stream Deck looks like. So you will see firsthand when I press a button how that brings that task onto the screen. So currently, I'm going to press the question button again. And once I do that, that will fire off those questions or that task comes up on the screen. You just saw that, right? So let me show you another one. So I have yes feature here. I press that. And once again, that task comes onto screen. All right. So you can see how this can make your content creation so much simpler, faster, and also it makes it look like you have a studio uh, of people behind you, right? I've heard that a few times. People say, "Do you have a team? How are you getting all those things and how smoothly?" It's just because of the workflow. Thanks, shout out to Neil. Check out Neil's workflow also, so you can see how to be able to make this simplified and easier for you, right? So each one of these buttons are assigned a task. So for an example, and I have them specifically set for certain measurements. So on this scene, on this screen that you're watching, it may not fit as easily, but here I have this and it says popcorn, right? So it just reminds me that that task I have set is Michael Jackson comes up and he's eating popcorn, right? So you see where this is set at currently there. Okay. So now watch the same thing happens when I come back to my main screen here. And now when I bring it up, you can see him a little bit easier and clear. Actually, I want him up a little bit more and there. All right. And that's one thing, Neil, if you're still watching, that's one thing I was referencing earlier about um, the green screen overlays like this in the beta of it being set differently on the different scenes. So hopefully Ken and Glenn and the team will take a look at that. Right now, I am pressing that button once again to make that go away. One of the great things about Stream Decks as well is that you can assign a time length, so it will stay on there. It will go off after 10 seconds, 8 seconds, whatever you choose. You can make it go off automatically, loop, several different things. But again, that's just a basic of the Stream Deck. So you're able to see it live currently here. All right, any questions on that, what I've covered so far? And I'm going to show you absolutely one of the best features I love about this, specifically for my YouTube creation and content here in just one moment, because I'm going to show you the different types of Stream Decks that I have. I have 3 currently. I technically have 4, but I use 3 of them currently. Okay, so I'm going to come back here for one quick moment and see if there's any other questions. Let's see. What does that mean? I don't know. Okay, I'm just looking at the comments and everything. All right. So on this end right here, I'm going to come back here and I'm going to show you something totally different. So currently what you're seeing right now is the 15 key. Now, really quick, a little suggestion. Again, I never tell anyone what they should do, but I'm going to tell you, if you decide to look into getting a Stream Deck, you might not want to start off with the mini, which is 6 keys, I think it is. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yes, 6 keys. Because you're going to see how effective this is, and pretty soon you're going to want more keys. You're going to be like, no, I need more. I will tell you, I would rather start off with more and only use less than buy something with less. And then a few months later, I'm like, oh, I want more keys. And then you want to go and buy an extra large. Okay, and that's what I'm about to show you right now. So I am going to switch from the regular Stream Deck to the extra large, and now you're going to see more keys. This is a configuration of my current extra large Stream Deck, which is 64 keys, I think, right? Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 32. 32, 64. So 32 keys on a first level. That's all you need to think about. 32 keys. So the small one had 15 keys. This one has 32 keys. Okay. Yeah. So Neil says he had, and what I'm about to do now is use a Stream Deck button to bring the comments from my YouTube stream into my platform. The platform is something totally different. It's Ecamm. Thank you so much, Ecamm. We can talk about that a little bit later. You're an affiliate of Ecamm, so if you want to give a trial, 14 days free, let me know, and we can work something out. All right. So Neil says, I have the mini and ran out. I have the pedal now, plus another Stream Deck. You can never have enough buttons. So true, Neil. So Neil says, I have the mini and ran. I have the pedal now, plus another Stream Deck. Turn off the volume. Buttons. So true, Neil. So true. All right. So let me put Neil's comment up on here real quick. So everyone else, I have the mini and I have the pet. All right, and where are we at? There we go. So Neil says I have the mini, which I told you guys, if you do, you're gonna run out of it so quickly. All right. So let's get back to that extra large in which I was telling you guys about. So again, this is my extra large. Really quick. The graphics and everything you see on there, I make those in Canva for myself so I can be able to know which ones to press. I have certain sections as, for an example, music, another section for pictures. I'll just use that word for you to make it easier for me, all right? But 32 keys Again, remember you can go to a different page to add more, but we're just talking about the basics. So this is what you will use. These buttons here or what I am using. And actually, let me see if I can adjust this so you can see this live as well. So let's try this. So now, yeah, let me just move this over so you guys are about to see a little bit more of my work and everything. All right, so I'll just leave that there for a second. All right, slide this over. Can I put this camera down here? Will it still work? Uh, yeah, just for right now. I'll leave it like that. Okay, so here's my 64. I keep saying 64. My 32 keys. All right, I have this set for so many different items because I use it. You can change them easily, but again, this is primarily just so you can see how simple this is to be able to add in content for your work, for your creation. You want to be able to do this so easily. So, for an example, let's say someone says something and I want to show them that it was funny, laughter. Again, just that button. I press that, everything else comes up, right? Um, okay, here's a prime example. Yeah, I'll keep that. So, this button here, I press that, and when I do that, first thing you saw comes down on the screen, and I'll show you. So I go back to the main screen so you can see it. Keep in mind, this is the button I'm going to press. So for an example, on this screen, when I say, you don't know who I am, but this is who, I press that button, this comes up, which makes it so much more professional. I press it once again, and it goes away. Okay. Uh, so that's only for that one particular scene that you see, right? I don't want it on everything. So I only assign it to that one screen. Let's see, what else can I show you that? Oh, so let's go here. So this one says my iPad, right? I use my iPad as a second monitor, and I was going to use that earlier today to kind of show you what was happening. But when I do that, I press that, and now my iPad comes onto the screen. So anything I want you to see that's on my second monitor on my iPad, I'm able to do so, right? I'm able to bring that up, and you guys can see a picture of that there, and then you can see the video at the bottom. It is so, I can't even explain it to you. If you want to know how it is, you'll get one, and you'll see, and you'll be thanking me. You'll be like, this has made my content so much easier. Hey, good morning. We have Level Up coming in, higher education. Good morning, Level Up. How are you doing? Thank you for coming in. We're just bringing in the stream deck right here. So we have another question from Neil that says, do you use multi-action buttons or another workflow in your stream deck? So Neil, I don't know of another workflow. So if you do, please share. But the answer to your question is yes, I do use multi actions, and I'll show everyone what that looks like here currently. And oh, okay. Thank you so very much for coming in, Dr. Lee Lin. I appreciate that. So thank you so much for those. And we have a couple of comments coming in from, and make sure you go check out, because I'm coming to your show at 12. They have a show, it is at noon, correct, today, right? I think I set up for that. They have a show coming up for, I think it's a summit. Can you, if you put some information in there as well, if anyone wants to go and check out the summit, I'm going to go check it out at 12, get some great knowledge from some other people there. How do you compare this to Rodecaster? So we have that question coming in. So I will show you this here. Those are really two different things, as Rodecaster is still in that audio format. And let me bring this up back up so you can kind of see, right? So Rodecaster isn't, I wouldn't compare these at all to Rodecasters, because this does nothing with audio. Rodecaster can assign a few things, and it's great for what it does, right? But I use, for an example, this is my Vocaster. That's my audio output. So Rodecaster, top of the line, but apples and oranges when you're comparing both of those, as this is specifically just for different items, and I will come back to showing you how. So you can do sounds, you can do sound effects. For example, I'll play a DJ horn with my other Stream Deck. So I press that button, that brought up this that sound you just heard, right? So yes, you can use that for that. So to answer your question really quick, Neil, my multifunction. So ladies and gentlemen, what Neil is speaking of is this type of button here, for an example. So that one button will allow me to do, for an example, 4 or 5 different functions at once. So I don't have to assign 4 or 5 different buttons. Hold on one quick moment, ladies and gentlemen. I apologize. Let me step out. Let me put this on mute really quick, and I apologize. All right, I'm back. Apologize, guys. Okay, so now, uh, what was that? Okay, so yes, that one button will make 5 or 4 different things happen. Okay, so you see how that checks just started. So let me show you an example. Okay. Oh, excuse me, wrong button. So press it again. Okay, so you can see how there was several things happening on that one screen from that one button. So that's how that will, in effect, make it so that your task, maybe you have 5 things you want to bring up. You have 5 pictures, 5 animated objects you want to bring up. You could do that on one button. So to answer the question, Neil, yes. I don't know of any other workflows, but if you do, please share it with me. I would love to know about some different ones, because if we don't know about it, we don't know, right? And what you know could make some things even easier for me, in which I would be able to get things done. All right. So let's check out one more thing, and then we'll go ahead and get ready to shut some things down here. All right. So now we're going to come back to that Stream Deck so I can show you one more thing. So, all right. So here we go. So if we take a look at this right here, here's one of the beautiful things about this as well. So if you see, for an example, down here to the bottom where I have, it says the almost like the kiss lips, that's the comment button that I will press. Okay, and it will bring this screen up. So that's another form of a multi-function that you're seeing as well, because then now I have it on a timed kind of thing where I can bring up a different comment and so forth like that right there, right? So like I said, I want to keep it very simple, very just basic concept for you with the Stream Deck. And so I'll answer that question also. I would not compare this to the Rodecaster simply because it's not going to bring in much audio. Um, I think it is a very great complementary item to the Rodecaster. And we have several people inside our Ecamm community who use Rodecasters and Stream Decks. I also have a Stream Deck pedal, as Neil referenced earlier as well, in which a lot of the items you're seeing I'm using with my pedal, which means I step on it, right? I step on it and then I make those actions happen as well with the pedal, which I said I absolutely love it, and so forth. Okay, and actually, you know what? I'll even show you my pedal. Let's see if I can bring this back up. All right. So, for example, we had the extra large. Okay, we had the regular one, and then let's see if I can show you. There is my pedal. Okay, so I just simply step on an item, and yeah, don't laugh at my pajamas, right? As I am in pajamas, right? So those are just a couple of things right there that I have on that right there, right? So for example, right now I'm going to step on the pedal, and as I do, it transitions to my main screen. Okay, so this is where I want it to be. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go ahead and wrap it up if I don't have any more questions. As I said, I just wanted to make this quick and simple, direct to the point. So, I want to thank each and every one of you. And again, I'm going to use my Stream Deck as an example here to do my outro. Right, so I don't have to focus on pressing any buttons on a computer, on a screen, anything like that. All I simply have to do is press one button on the Stream Deck, in which I automatically know where it's at, and then now I'm ready. So thank you again for coming to watch today's episode with VCA Academy, the art of going live. We're here to show you how to make your content creation a lot easier and more effective. Until next week, and until next time, thanks for taking a moment and watching. Again, uh, we're here to show you how to make your live sexy again. Have a nice day, guys.